What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Yes, Happy New Year. I know I promised some commentary content, and here I am. So I was brainstorming some ideas, and I remembered that I used to really like watching these superhero list videos, because I love the comics, and I loved watching the movies, but lately I haven't seen much of them. Plus, Avengers Endgame leaves us with undecided fate of the Avengers. We don't know what's gonna happen to them. So I figured I'd apply my knowledge. So let's go. Here are top 5 possible Avengers 5 villains. Goliath. First appearing in Avengers issue 28 in 1966, Dr. William Foster was a professor in MIT before Hank Pym approached him to work on a suit that would allow him to increase size and mass to gigantic proportions, up to 100 feet tall. He appeared in Ant-Man and the Wasp, played by Lawrence Fishburne. He was pretty weak in that film, but I think that a weak villain would be perfect for Avengers because they're in a state of limbo right now because Cap is old and Iron Man's, dead. So maybe not as the main villain, but a side villain role would be perfect for Goliath. Galactus. Now, Galactus and Doctor Doom, I feel like, are in the same situation, because they were both in the Fantastic Four movies, which Disney recently bought, so they can be in the MCU now legally. But how long is it gonna take until they are incorporated into the MCU? Probably years. But if Spider-Man No Way Home is any indicator, then it's pretty likely, right? But Galactus was represented as a space storm in the Fantastic Four movie, whilst Doctor Doom was a little bit more realistic. And I think Doctor Doom himself is really powerful as well. God Emperor Victor Von Doom would probably work. Galactus, if you guys don't know, is basically just a very big dude who eats planets and can give people cosmic powers. So yeah, I think Galactus is a bit too outlandish and would be hard to really do right for now, at least. So Doctor Doom seems like the more practical choice for me. And this works because Doctor Doom is a classic Avengers villain in his own right, and at one point he was as powerful, if not more powerful, than Thanos. M.O.D.O.K, the mental organism designed only for killing, first appeared in Avengers issue 93 in 1996. M.O.D.O.K is basically this giant levitating bowl cut head, and his main weapon is a forehead laser beam, and he just looks constipated all the time, and he floats on this golden chair. He's very weird. Whoever designed him was definitely on something, I'll say that. M.O.D.O.K is my top pick for what I wish would appear on Avengers 5, because I remember watching the Avengers cartoon back in the day, and he would always team up with AIM, which is like the secret organization, and with Egghead, and they would always look so scary, like world domination, and then they would fail to execute any plot because of the Avengers what would come. If they were to adapt him into the silver screen, I'd say they have to change him quite a bit, make him less cartoony and more realistic. That'll be quite interesting to see M.O.D.O.K fighting Thor and Hulk. And there's been talks of Jim Carrey being cast as M.O.D.O.K, and that's just perfect. I love both of those people / characters. Yeah, it's a match made in heaven, I'd say. Next, Kang the Conqueror. Now, I think this one's really likely for the next Avengers. He's a time-traveling warlord from the 31st century. Kang first appeared in Avengers issue 8 in 1964, and he's actually the reason why I made this video, because in the Avengers encyclopedias and all that, he would always be first in the villains list. Even before Thanos, he was the Avengers villain. Plus, he's a time traveling guy as well. He's got time travel tech from the future. He conquered Egypt, he went back, so it fits with the Endgame line of, oh, what happens when time travel goes to the wrong hands. And he's also been featured in Loki, so it makes it even more likely. Now, before we go into the honorable mentions, I do want to say that we don't even know if there will be an Avengers 5 or not. simply because there's just so many different heroes now, with new teams like the Eternals and Guardians, and new heroes like Shang-Chi and Moon Knight and the Marvels. To name it after just the Avengers will be kind of dumb, right? You want to get a big event where everyone's involved based on the comics, something like already revealed Secret Invasion. So obviously, after mentioning Secret Invasion, I can easily put the Skrulls in the honorable mention, right? Because they were already revealed by Feige, and you know, they might make a return after that as well. So the Skrulls can basically disguise themselves as anyone, and they're like a race of aliens who try to blend in and pretend to be people. We already kind of know that Nick Fury is an imposter. He is a Skrull. Who else? I'm guessing possibly the Hulk and Hank Pym. Who knows? Mephisto. Now Mephisto's like this magic demon who can create illusions and memories and time, and Marvel has been teasing us about this for so long. They're like tickling our balls, like, hey, are we gonna show them or is he gonna appear? Like, he could have been in WandaVision. He maybe is in the next Doctor Strange. Who knows? They're probably saving him for the next big thing. I don't think it's that likely that he's gonna be a main villain for the Avengers or any team though, so that's why he's in the honorable mentions. Very powerful character, Mephisto. And finally, number 1, the Beyonder. Now this one's basically inevitable. He's part of one of the most crucial reality bending storylines in the MCU, Secret Wars. Of course, we mentioned Secret Invasion before. No doubt they're gonna do Secret Wars as well. It's basically in a much larger scale. I don't want to get much into it. Basically Molecule Man, and it's like affecting the multiverse or whatever, but he's one of the most powerful villains ever, like in Marvel and in comics in general. He can manipulate reality. He's stronger than cosmic entities like the Living Tribunal, second only to the One Above All, which is basically like God or Stan Lee or Jack Kirby or something. It's never that clear, but for all intensive purposes, he is the most powerful villain that the Avengers could face. Without spoiling much, it might even create a brand new multiverse. But there we go. That is the list. What did you think? And of course, all of this is extremely speculative. I'm just giving you a rough idea for what you could look forward to, maybe in the next Avengers 5 or whatever, the next big Marvel event. Personally, I think it's quite unlikely that we'd get an actual Avengers 5 title. But we'll see, you know. You guys let me know what you think about that as well, and also let me know down in the comments what do you think about this kind of video. You know, I'm used to doing real life content / gaming. I don't know how you guys would enjoy me just talking like this over some photos of things and stuff. But if you like it, let me know down below, and I'll definitely do some more. I do enjoy doing any kind of content. It's just fun to make YouTube videos no matter what, you know. So just tell me what you like, and I'll have fun doing all of it. And that's gonna do it for me today, everyone. Thank you for watching to the end. Like and subscribe, I guess. Go eat a pineapple. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want you to do. See ya.